Good morning, Hillman Cancer Center. Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to Cooking for Cancer and Chronic Disease. I'm Danielle Petrina, the project manager, and this is our chef, Angela Zaccanini, who's actually a registered dietitian and not really a chef. And she focuses on lifestyle nutrition for our cancer population here at Hillman. So just a quick reminder about our program. The Wellness and Integrative Oncology program is ran by Dr. Lainey Francis, who's an actual medical oncologist and hematologist. So we are located within Hillman Cancer Center on the Shady Side campus on the 3rd floor. Yes, this teaching kitchen is right there. Yep. Our program focuses on symptom management and quality of life within conventional cancer care. So if you're having any sort of symptoms that you just don't really want to use another prescription for, this is the place to be, okay? So, Ange, let's dive into what we're doing today. We are bringing to you some, you say the title, it's super long. So,
feta spinach breakfast egg muffins with sun-dried tomatoes.
Da, da, da.
And that's literally all of it.
Yeah.
You know?
These are, I always forget how easy like breakfast muffins are to make. Like,
super simple.
It's so easy. It's such a good, quick breakfast. We hear a lot from our population about how breakfast is a bit of a struggle.
Definitely.
To kind of like mix it up. And I think too, like now that we're getting out of winter and, you know, kind of overnight oats and oatmeal, those feels like warm, comforting things. Our patients are looking for a little bit more of like something that fills them up.
Definitely.
But doesn't feel like, I don't know, the savory type of thing.
And I love this type of recipe because this is a simple grab and go recipe. Right. And this can be stored up to 5 days in your fridge. So it could be, you know, 1 or 2 every day of the week to just, again, grab and go.
Yeah.
So you are going to need 12 eggs for this recipe. So we have 12 eggs here already cracked in our big bowl. You do want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Maybe already have some things pre-chopped. So we have some fresh spinach here chopped. We have sun-dried sun-dried tomatoes here chopped. And then we do have some fresh parsley for when we're done. And then we're going to use some feta cheese. So the only thing you're going to add to the egg mixture is a half a cup of whole milk. Of course, if you aren't using, or if you don't have whole milk, you can use skim, 1%, 2%. You can even use probably almond milk, but
I don't know. I'm like back on my almond milk kick fan.
Are you?
So yeah.
So you're a fan of it now?
I'm a fan of it now. Okay. I mean, it's more for like my cereal, because sometimes I just like want a little bit of cereal.
Sure.
And you just forget how great the calories are on an unsweetened vanilla almond milk.
Yes.
Be careful with that sweetened. So anyways, that's my little shtick for almond milk.
Okay.
But here we are with whole milk. I mean, I think it's like, you know, maybe it's because like I was born in the 80s, so the low fat era was what I grew up in, of like fat's bad for you, you know? And so I think that it's like really good to see these recipes.
But this is literally all you're using.
Yes, and it's like not that big of a deal, and you don't need to like freak out over it. And like, what's our calorie count on these, Ange? For one, is it?
So I think this is for 2.
For 2.
Because it says it serves 6 and we're making 12.
Gotcha.
So 226 calories for 2.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean seriously, like, I mean, you're supposed to have like 500 calories at least, like, you know, in each meal that you have. So this is extremely easy. And what I love about this recipe too is like, okay, if you don't have sun-dried tomatoes, if you don't have feta, you can throw whatever. You know, if you have bell peppers that are, she's clanking around. If you have bell peppers that are about to go bad, you know, anything, spinach that's like, whatever, it's kind of on that thing. Of not looking so great. You can throw all this in. You can have cheddar cheese. You can have, you know, whatever. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be this. We're going a little fancy with some feta and some dried tomatoes. But it can be anything in your refrigerator. And this is so simple. It sets you up for the week, which is really nice. It's convenient and it's cost effective. And so Ange really strives to find those type of recipes for our audience.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Great description, great.
I'm like killing it. Yeah, I think it's just because I had like 3 cups of coffee. Yeah, I'm on it.
I'll just keep whisking.
Okay, you whisk. What do you want me to do?
So that's it. I mean, so the only things I added to this was that half a cup of milk, salt and pepper. You're gonna put this to the side, and now we're gonna start filling our egg muffin tin with, well, I guess this is a muffin tin. We're making it an egg muffin tin.
Yes.
12 cup muffin tin. You are going to want to spray it. We have some olive oil spray here, just so those don't get stuck at the bottom. And you're going to want to evenly distribute your spinach, your sun-dried tomatoes, and your feta cheese. All right.
I'm going to give our audience a nice view of what you're doing here, Ange, on the pan. So we're zoomed in.
Yep, cool.
Just to show you how to put some of this in.
So I'm just going to start with the spinach and fill the bottom of the tin.
Yum. Ange, do you want me to put those eggs like in something that can pour easier?
Well, when I made these before, I used
You
this.
just have? Okay, cool. Yeah.
But you know what you could use is a measuring cup.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
That pour spout, yeah. Or a ladle. I feel like a ladle would work well. Either way. So you're going to want about 2 cups of fresh spinach chopped. And depending on what you have, more or less of, you can fill it up. All right. So the bottom of each of our little muffin tins is filled with spinach. All right. Looking good. Okay. Now, these sun-dried tomatoes that we have are the ones from the jar. So you have the sun-dried tomatoes that are in the bag. And these ones actually have the oil in them, so you actually want to drain them first and then start chopping them. All right, so again, just filling the bottom with our sun-dried tomatoes. I love sun-dried tomatoes.
Do you?
I love them.
I feel like I always forget about them, and then when they're in something, I'm like, ooh, that was really good, you know?
I think they have a lot of flavor, and especially when you do get them in the oil, packed in the oil, even more flavor.
Yeah, you're right.
They put a lot of herbs, like dried herbs.
They did, yeah.
I
mean, they're also really pretty.
Yeah, I love making a pasta dish with shrimp, sun-dried tomatoes, and like a cream sauce.
Oh, I mean, when you having us over? What's happening?
Yeah, that's a good dish.
That's a good yum dish. All right.
But it's like portion control is definitely necessary.
Right.
When it comes to something like that. All right, looking good.
Are we doing goat cheese next?
Feta. Goat
Sorry?
cheese would be awesome, though.
I love goat cheese. I'm more of a goat cheese fan
goat cheese.
than I am kind of anything else.
I'm also getting really into brie.
Yeah. I mean, charcuterie, that's like a whole business, charcuterie. You know,
It
people,
really is.
you can take classes on it. I mean, there's a lot there that you can do.
Yep.
So yeah. These are just really pretty too. And I don't know if you want to quickly hit us over to the screen and I can show our audience just kind of what this looks like and tilt it a little bit more towards them. So you can see.
Yeah.
That looks like so nice and pretty, and you're just getting a lot of good stuff. And let's talk about the nutrition that's packed in these egg muffs. You can switch us back to nobody being there.
So, obviously the eggs contain protein, but then you're getting you're getting vitamin A, you're getting vitamin C, you're getting vitamin K, you're getting more protein with the feta. You are getting some fat here, but that's okay. You know, I think for a grab-and-go breakfast that's pretty low calorie, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Right.
And I think this is actually a decent snack, too.
I agree.
You know?
I mean,
I don't know why it couldn't be.
I see no reason why it couldn't be
Right.
a good snack.
Do you want to grab...
Do you want the ladle?
Yeah, maybe you use the ladle, I'll use this.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
So what you're going to want to do is maybe fill this with half with eggs.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to do that because we already have made this recipe, so you will see how quickly this bubbles.
Yes.
Oops, that one's going to really bubble. Sorry.
And it's okay. I mean, you'll notice that you'll have some eggs left and you can fill whatever one needs a little bit of extra love, you know?
I love eggs. I love eggs for breakfast. Well, you all know I grew up on an egg farm, so I have a love for eggs.
Yeah.
But
And even like we're such big fans of egg salad here.
yes.
Oh, I made an egg salad the other day with crackers, and Danielle was like, "That looks so good." And
I
I'm like, "This is the
know.
most basic lunch ever," but it is.
Well,
It's
it was
filling.
from that recipe back at during the holidays. It wasn't it, or no? Did we do that recipe? What did we do? A recipe of egg salad? Oh,
it
we
was
just did it. Yeah.
avocado.
We just
Yeah,
did that.
yeah,
Sorry. I don't know why I thought it was whatever. But yeah, it was with egg salad, avocado, and we just like we're talking about like the basics. Like after we recorded, like you forget how nice basic things are.
Right.
And just like this doesn't need to be fancy. Doesn't need to feel stressful. Like
Right.
you can boil some eggs, peel them, chop them up, put some good stuff in it, call it a good day. And Ange had good crackers. I was like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, and it was so simple, but also satisfying. I told you, and you were like, I mean, that's the perfect lunch.
Right.
And it took 5 minutes to throw together.
Right.
You know?
I feel like that's where like I get, I can kind of get myself in trouble over when something doesn't feel satisfying, right? Because then that's when you start to grazing and you pick and you do blah, blah, blah.
All right.
So
this looks great.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned earlier, adding different ingredients to this, even if you wanted to make 6 with the sun-dried tomatoes and the spinach and then do like 6 other ones.
You can put meat in there,
I was just going to say meat, potatoes. I mean, you can really bulk these babies up.
Yeah.
And if you are looking for a higher calorie option, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to want to bake these at 350 for about 20-25 minutes. You'll definitely notice they start to rise and they get this nice like crispy kind of edge. And
so we actually have our final product to show you.
Yeah.
So here's a little quick. So they puff up and then they kind of deflate.
Yes.
So let me just show you real quick what that looks like. So you can see here, it's not like the prettiest looking. Oops, sorry,
Whoa.
wrong way. Sorry.
I'm like, am I going the right way?
No, you're good. So it's not exactly like the prettiest looking.
No,
but,
it's really not.
Because they kind of deflate after they're so bubbly. But again, you're good. It's fine. It's about what it tastes like.
Yeah.
So Ange, let's try it out. See what we got.
We need a knife.
I don't think we got any clean knives. We'll have to just do one of these.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. I'll cut it up for us. Obviously, you want to make sure you don't eat raw eggs, please.
No. Yeah, those are definitely well done.
They're well done.
And like we talked about earlier, hot sauce, ketchup. If
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
ketchup and scrambled egg person, like
This
this
is
is
it.
it. Also, to make this like a complete breakfast.
I want this because there's like sun-dried tomatoes in this one. I didn't get sun-dried. They're so good.
I think to make this like to a complete breakfast, maybe doing a half of an English muffin or a slice of whole grain toast with it. So you're getting more carbs to make it a little bit more filling.
The sun-dried tomato is
Isn't it great?
clutch.
Like, I love that.
so good. You just get a different like sweet, salty-ish type of feel. So.
And you're not a big fan of feta, but I think the
I'm not.
combination works
No, it's
well
so
together.
good. It works so well.
Yeah.
I'm throwing up Ange's email address here at the bottom of our screen. So if you haven't joined our email distribution list, just go ahead and jot this down. Shoot her an email. Tell her you want to be added. We don't spam you. We send you one weekly email per week, obviously.
Yep.
And it just includes our link for the recipe so you can save these, our link to our YouTube page, please subscribe.
Yes.
And just a link to a survey. So if there's something we're not getting for you, please let us know that feedback. We would love to hear from you. And that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I tend to put the recipe link in the description of the YouTube video as well. So if you aren't, for some reason, a part of our email distribution list, you can have the recipe link right there. And yeah, subscribe, like, all the things, comment, give us all the feedback.
Yeah, we love it. So thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.